Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic as we continue our story in progress because of that dumb glitch. The dumb glitch kind of froze the game of the Xbox 360 console, and I don't know why it does that. It happened like a few times already, but I'm glad it hasn't done on a recording list. So I'm pretty good for now. Okay, so let's get out of the let's go back inside the Ebon Hawk and head to Korriban. Why? Because I have to go save someone from Karth Onassi's son. So yeah, that's only one of the reasons. And also another Starforge map. I'm like, let's say, close to halfway through this game. I wonder if it's possible if I did get it under 50 episodes, which I did. If I can do that, it would be awesome, because doing an role-playing game this big is quite really long. Stop running so much, or else it bothers me.
How can I help?
I'd like to talk about what you said before about giving into your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side, but I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the council.
Why do you say that?
The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
So what now?
I don't know. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
Maybe we could help each other?
That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before, and you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the council sent us on this mission together.
How did you expect me to be?
Well, just different, I suppose. Things are not going as I thought they would. I need time to think about all this. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Alright, so Bastula's doubts about her own abilities continue to grow. She is actually afraid she may now be a detriment to your development as a Jedi. Hey, it's not like I got any problems. Come on, stupid not faulty glitch move.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing now, perhaps
of
later.
Course.
I guess she doesn't have anything to say for the time being.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Yes! Can I ask, what do you know about the Sith?
Bad men. Women, too, to be fair.
You must know more than that.
Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that.
Hey, they are a fine sandwich. Do you know anything important about the Sith or not?
And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
You did. You said you fought them.
Oh, that's right. Damn the years of waiting. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long?
Wait a minute. Exar Kun? Are the Sith... Are these the same Sith that we are fighting now?
No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark, but the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that.
So, who is Exar Kun? And I know... Okay, but what happened during the war with Exar Kun then?
That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves.
But you exterminated all the traitors, right?
Oh, easy now to call them traitors. But tell me, how do you fight against someone that you love? Pah, I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I had put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Okay. I see what you meant. So, Jolie talked about the Sith and mentioned that he had been involved in the Sith War involving the infamous Dark Jedi, Exar Kun. It was obviously an unpleasant memory for him, however, and he told you that asking about him later would gain more experience. Funny how he says that. Okay. Relax. Stop moving.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing more.
Your choice.
Okay, I thought he had more war stories. I guess I was wrong. Relax. Okay, let's go to Korriban. Why? Because I'm taking off from the planet ocean world of Manan, if you want to know. So, I will return back to Manan. But that's like way later much episodes. I'm just hoping if I can get this under... in 50 episodes or under, that would be great. So far, this is part 31. So, welcome to Korriban is the name of the episode. We already visit the planet of Korriban itself and Manan, so we're gonna... This episode is called Welcome to Korriban. Here we go. To Korriban we go. It's a pretty long flight, if you ask me. A pretty long flight. And I'll try to get the episodes in quite under an hour, because I've seen some of the episodes of the parts that are kind of like slightly over an hour, which I wasn't aware of. My recording device does not have a timer, understand? Not have a timer.
How can I help?
So when we last talked, you said you needed time to think. So
You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
yes, I think so.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What are you trying to say exactly?
Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Are you saying, are you interested in me or in my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power.
Yes,
But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
If you have something to say, just say it.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me.
All right.
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time you make me feel stronger, more alive.
So what does this mean for us?
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
So I was just a stepping stone to you becoming a master, or you rationalize. You're just scared to face the truth. So
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
I'm going to stop Malak, Bastila, but I want to do it with you at my side. It's not like I got a problem with you for that. It's for sharing the bond with us together. And how do I explain this without the other maidens?
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
You know I'm right, Bastila.
But I can't. Malak will...
What? I'm not gonna... I hate to say this, but I love you, Bastila, and I know you love me. There's no denying, isn't it?
Okay, you've made your point. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
It didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry, no. I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
Oh, wow, that is, Yeah, so there's nothing more that needs to be said at the moment. Seems my relationship with the Jedi Princess wannabe Bastila is going to be depend on the outcome of this mission, and perhaps once it is over with, the two of you can look at what it is going to become. For now, however, the mission is more important, as it is my own destiny. Oh boy. If Miko V3 finds out what I... did I ever smooch the Bastila? Yes. And if Reen finds out, I'm dead. If Miko V3 finds out, I'm dead. If Luca and Miku finds out about this, I'm also dead. Same thing goes for Sailor V and Sailor Moon. And same thing goes for Asuna and little Yui. They have no idea I've just traveled through time and space and gameplay, but they kind of knew, but they have no idea where I'm at. So, yeah, look at me. I couldn't let those feelings go from her, can I?
Got something on your mind, dude?
You want to talk about the war now? Because I kind of fell in love with this Jedi young female.
Not particularly.
What? Come on! No time like the present?
I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukanis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember.
I remember. So, what does your wife have to do with the war?
My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
The war, please. You focus on the war besides my own privacy with Bastila, who I just incidentally did a direct kiss.
Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatas prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife.
And what did she think of all this?
Neyama was intrigued by the idea of becoming a Jedi. She liked the idea of power too much, perhaps, but I certainly didn't see that at the time. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since.
So what happened?
Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war.
What did you do?
I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle. but I defeated her.
You killed her?
No. I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it.
But she was a Sith then, right?
Yes, I think she truly fell the moment she raised up her saber against me. I've played that instant in my head so many times. And I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over.
They put you on trial?
I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with a trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I?
So you think you didn't deserve to be punished?
Of course I deserve to be punished. They found me innocent anyway. Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me.
I don't understand.
No, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself.
And you still believe love is worth the risk?
Yes. I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you?
It does.
It is all
Very
so
much.
long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
But thanks your sharing of the story with me. I mean, wow, that is kind of mind-blowing. So I successfully convinced Jolee to talk about the Sith War, how his wife turned to the dark side, and how he ultimately abandoned the Order for not holding him as responsible for her actions as he held himself. You might be able to ask him more about his past a little later once I gain more experience. And I'll be happy to.
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, you don't have any more war stories, I suppose. So, nothing more.
Your choice.
Let's go out of the Ebon Hawk. Bastila stays in the ship. The rest can come with me except for Bastila. So, I would say it's possibly safe to come in and... Why not bring an old buddy? Why not bring a... Whoa. Bring him and... Zalbar! Why not? Zalbar needs a bit of exercise anyway. The good old Wookiee life-dead person thing who... He now comes with me anyway, so yay! It's awesome! Oh boy! Zalbar levels up! Ooh, I bet he's gonna level up pretty well. Let's see. Features! Improved two-handed weapon fighting. Let us go. Port Authority.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Please, Master Shardon, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the academy.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. Alright, one more question. Though a lot of you is trying my patience. Alright, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Oh, do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Really?
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should, You, Jedi, you're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm willing to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes,
What?
It's a most impressive display.
Okay, you were just
Well, perhaps a
dark.
bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily function.
Dude, I'm gonna cut you
What
off.
do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
May I ask, why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silence? Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please.
Well, I would say, let them go. That's my decision.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
Well, they aren't worth your time.
I suppose not, but you're as boring as they are. Fine, go on, all of you. Hopefully you've learned something here.
Oh, gosh. I finally got rid of that guy's questions out of the way. It's just... okay. Creepy and yet disturbing. Like, what in the world is that? I don't know, but that seems pretty vague and pretty...
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers, would we?
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lasha. No?
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith.
Okay, Sith.
Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
Well, don't think there's any need for hostilities.
Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
12. No, wait, 13.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lasho.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Let's see, How am I supposed to amuse you? Okay, okay. These two Mandalorians are out in the woods, or...
Go on.
One of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other Mandalorian takes out his communicator and contacts his commander.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet!
He gasps. My partner has collapsed. I don't know what to do! After a moment, the commander responds, calm down, I can help.
And then?
First, let's make sure your partner is dead. There is a silence. Then a blaster shot is heard. Back on the communicator, the Mandalorian says, okay, now what?
Ha! Too funny. Good one.
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Thanks. Thank you very much. I'll be here all Tuesday. Yes! I don't have to fight them! I'm awesome! In Korriban! Woohoo! That's awesome! Whee! Yay! Yes, baby! That's how my guy Sensei can crack up as a joker. Bree! Sure, what sort of merchandise do you offer? Okay, why so? Yeah, obnoxious brats they are. Yeah, well, they'll never understand that part. So, what connections do you have? Mandalorian raiders occasionally drop by? You serious? Why will I need weapons? Okay. Thank you. I get the point. Okay, can I see your merchandise? Thank you. Wow, that is, yeah. Whatever. Double vibroblade. I thank you. I find it funny for anybody who kind of laughs about, give me this and that and I'll show you what's so funny about I don't know. It's cool because it's kind of campy or some sort. I don't know. I'm making this as up as I go. Oof. Or frag mines. Average gas mine, plasma mine, and I think I'm pretty good. Wow. I mean, just wow. I can't believe I'm sorry, but that was funny. That was totally out of the blue. That's let's see, Candace is there. A Zerka representative, so welcome to Korriban.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely.
You make our freedom sound like a tragedy, you know.
I see you got one of your own early. May as well while you can. Now then, was there something I could do for you?
What does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Okay. Zerka works for the Sith?
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going.
Profit at any cost. Just like my own, just like on my world.
I'm not sure what your pet is muttering, but keep a restraining collar on it. It won't last long if it gets loose. Now, was there something else?
Can I ask some questions about the colony?
Certainly.
What can you tell me about the colony?
There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day, I suppose, is that the Sith built their academy on the east side of the colony. You don't find those just anywhere.
Okay. Have you heard of a star map?
A star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what you mean.
No, well, no, but I mean as in old ruins.
Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it.
What can you tell me about the colony?
There truly isn't much to tell, citizen.
Okay,
the only thing that's really
I think I heard that one. Do you know about the Sith Academy?
Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith. But no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dresh Day, and always has been.
Funny. So, how can one reach the ruins on the surface?
Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Can't say or don't know.
Does it matter? I don't intend to speak of it regardless.
Man, you stink. I'll be going.
Do come again.
Yeah, that was... I guess I know who the voice actor is, and it's none other than Tom Kane. He's a really popular voice actor. I recognize his voice anywhere. Unbelievable. Let's see. Lorzy Cash. Yeah. Who wants to know? What's important is that we've been waiting for this shipment for a month now? What? I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived terrorists at all, though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's... hand over? What are you talking about? That's how it has happened to be flying the Davik's dead, I presume. I stole the Ebon Hawk from him. Of course I can help you with something. A container you gave him, locked him, requiring a code? I may have. How much is it worth to you? I could take a look. And if I refuse? Okay, I could take a look for it. Red 47. So, a spice container, huh? You have encountered an alien by the name of Lorze who mentions that there is a container on board the Ebon Hawk filled with spice that Davik had agreed to bring him. You have agreed to return to Lorze with the spice, and he has provided you with the security code Red 47. Okay, I don't mind. A Rhodian? Oh boy. That's a Pazik player, I'll give you that. Pazik player. Pazik player! One in Korriban likes to know how is he going to get over. So your name is Mika Dorian. Doran, manager of the establishment. Is there something you needed to send him in? The owner of the Ebon Hawk is always welcome in the Dreshte Cantina. You know something about the Ebon Hawk? Only what I hear from rumors, sentiment. The Hawk has been a frequent visitor to Korriban in the past, though often with a different owner. In all fairness, I should tell you that many of the past owners were suspected of being smugglers, slavers, and pirates. It was even whispered that some worked for the exchange. But I always found the Hawk's owners to be excellent citizens of fine character. The kind of people I prefer to do business with. Much better than the Sith, at least. Anything interesting going on here? The canteen has been provoked by the Zerker Corporation, and it is a quiet place. This is as I preferred it. Elsewhere in Dreshte is not only safe or quiet. Dreshte is run as the Sith wish. The Sith are not always pleasant in their dealings with others. If I had a say, I would prefer they and their academy were not present here, but I do not. What do you know about the Sith Academy? The Sith built their academy here to train students. Many go to train there, though I know not why. Most are not permitted to train, and many die in their attempt to be admitted. Many of those students and sometimes the Sith themselves come to my cantina. Look around and you will see them. Have little choice as to their presence. So, what can you tell me about Sith's excavations? Very little. None are allowed in their ruins other than the Sith themselves, as I understand it. Surely there must be a way to go in there. I'm afraid not. The Sith have a passage that leads to their valley from within their monastery, but only they may use it. Do you know anything about a star map on Korriban? Could you be more specific, sentiment? What manner of star map do you seek? The very old kind. Perhaps the Sith's excavations involve something like it. Maybe possible sentient. The only artifacts I have ever heard mentioned are the relation to the Sith and their Valley of the Dark Lords. What do you know about the Okay, I already heard about that one. Thank you. That's all for now. Ugh.
Can you imagine if I actually became a Sith?
Yeah, you can do anything, sir. Or whatevers. Or you don't have the power to do anything that's right in front of you. A Zerka guard. A citizen. Anything going out onto the ordinary? Freighter crewman. Well, I guess that should be my only welcome here to Korriban. But I do believe we are going to stop here for the time being. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me what you guys think of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Whether it's loved or hated by viewers, I don't know. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
Do you know this? Do you know him, Canderous?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Is this true, Canderous?
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
What are you going to do?
I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir. In the dune seas of Tatooine, I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
Great. Seems I just got myself a notebook out of that guy. So, Canderous was approached by a man who had fought under him a long time ago, a man named Joggy. Joggy claims that Canderous had abandoned and betrayed his own men and seeks vengeance. He has called Canderous to duel with him in the dune seas of Tatooine or forever be outcast in the eyes of his fellow Mandalorians. Canderous seems eager to meet this challenge. But, yeah, I was going to end this video, but it's time for me to end this video. And thanks for watching. Thanks a lot, whoever the guy who interrupted me, because I did not know it was going that way in this one and so forth. So for anyways, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always, Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. And my feelings towards Bastila, I mean, maybe making a direct kiss from her, it's, yeah, how am I supposed to explain to those maidens back home in headquarters when I said, she wanted something to be felt relieved all of a sudden, and then, I guess she has her true feelings for me. Well, you know, I'm a guy who's a sucker in love, I suppose. As your sensational, perfect Spider-Man.